Charleston to Charleston Literary Festival, November 2nd through the 5th. My guests will be Lee Ryan and artist Jonathan Green to tell us more about that. You want to have some good gospel music with some college choirs? Well, I have Alexandria Searles. She'll be here to talk about a wonderful time they're going to have at the Charleston Southern University. And are you getting married? Thinking about getting married? We have Dr. Brantley and Reverend Brantley. They'll be here to tell us about marriage enrichment. And then we have some more music right here on Bounce Around Charleston. Hi, I'm Randolph Miller, and welcome to Bounce Around Charleston. The Charleston to Charleston Literary Festival is November 2nd through the 5th. I have some wonderful guests here to tell us all about it. Leah Ryan and artist Jonathan Green. Welcome to Bounce Around Charleston.
Thank you so much for having us.
Okay, Leah, tell us about the Literary Festival.
Okay, so the Charleston to Charleston Literary Festival will be in its inaugural year. It represents a partnership between two Charlestons. We have obviously Charleston, South Carolina, where we all live, and the Charleston Library Society, which is a famous library down on King Street. And it is the second oldest cultural organization in the South and the second oldest circulating library in the country. And we are partnering with the Charleston Farmhouse, which was home to the famed Bloomsbury group of writers and painters, Vanessa Bell, Virginia Woolf, Duncan Grant. All of these people were working and creating in this tiny little farmhouse in Sussex, England, back in the early 1900s. So after they had passed on, the idea was to keep their ideas and their excitement flowing. So they started a giant literary festival, and it's grown through the years. It's become one of the premier literary festivals in England and also in Europe. So they wanted to partner with someone over in the United States and join forces, bring speakers from the UK, join them up with speakers from the US, and just create this brand new partnership.
So Charleston is the place.
Yes, Charleston is the place.
Okay, so when a person comes to this festival, what can they expect?
They can expect a weekend of stimulating discussions, exciting conversations. We have a premiere red carpet screening of a film called Breathe, and then we have some of the most exciting speakers lined up.
Okay, and artist Jonathan Green, what is your partnership in all of this?
My partnership in all of it is meeting the great literary giant, Ben Okri.
Ben Okri.
And to have an opportunity to sit with him on stage and have a conversation about, I think, a myriad of things for us. He is Nigerian born and raised, and he has lived most of his years in England. So we both have that in common, in that I came from a place and moved somewhere else, and then I have returned. He hasn't returned. But we're talking about the importance of meditating, just thinking about who you are, where you are, and then transcending that so that we can give a better and more powerful message to the next generation.
Because I saw it was entitled Meditation on Greatness.
Yes.
Expound on that just a little.
Well, I think for younger people, greatness is what they all aspire, and to see it in more mature people. I have to accept the fact that I'm now an elder, and that I have some wisdom to impart on the youth. And when we're at this age as elders, our interests are not in dispensing this information to our peers, but to the youth. It's the youth that's going to take it to another level and reinvent it and do great things with it.
Okay, so all of your guests will be able to interact with all of these great people.
Yes, that's kind of the exciting thing. This being our first year, we're a little bit on the smaller side. The festival over in the UK runs for 10 days, and it's thousands upon thousands of people. We're much smaller. We're 3 or 4 days, and we're talking hundreds of people. So, and there's plenty of receptions and author signings. You'll be able to interact with the speakers, which to me, there's nothing more special than getting to talk to someone who you admire. Meeting Jonathan today has just been, something really great. It's really special to be able to interact with people on a personal level, especially when they're people that, have these big ideas.
Okay. Charleston to Charleston Literary Festival is November 2nd through the 5th. Leah Ryan will be there, artist Jonathan Green will be there, And then, for the full festival experience, choose the VIP All Access Pass or the All Events Pass for access to all of the festival events. You may also purchase tickets for individual lectures or receptions. If you have questions, call 843-723-9912 or email info@charlestonlibrarysociety.org. Or then L. Ryan at charlestonlibrarysociety.org, or then www.charleston.com. Did I get all that right?
I really think you did. That was wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, we thank Leah Ryan and Jonathan Green for being here today on Bounce Around Charleston. Thinking about getting married? We have two individuals right after this break to talk about marriage enrichment. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.